Justice and Intelligence correspondent, and he joins me now. Ken, understanding that this is a developing story, what more do we know?
Alicia, we have new reporting in from my colleague Kelly O'Donnell, who was told by a source familiar with the matter that, first of all, the president is in New York City today, so he was not present for this search. And that secondly, she has learned that the FBI notified the Secret Service a few hours before the search warrant was executed, and that the Secret Service facilitated their access to the Mar-A-Largo property as federal agents, but did not take part in the search. And that is consistent with the protocol of how these things would go, where the former president, of course, has Secret Service protection, including protection at all his properties. So they have custody of the place. So they're not just going to let anybody in, but of course, their fellow federal law enforcement officers, the FBI, would call them up and say, we have a lawful warrant. We're going to execute this warrant at such and such a time. And that's apparently what took place with this development today. And again, just stepping back, this is a big deal. What this shows, obviously, is that the FBI was able to convince a judge that there was probable cause to believe that there was evidence of a crime and that that evidence existed at this location, that they had to go and do this search, a big Fourth Amendment intrusion into someone's property. There's been some speculation by guests, contributors on our air tonight, that this relates to the case of the missing records from the National Archives. If you recall, there were reports that Trump took some records from the White House they shouldn't have taken. That's conceivably possible, but this is just a huge step, unprecedented in American history, perhaps, by the FBI. And so it's coming in the context of this other set of investigations involving Trump and